Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today we are going to watch another drum playthrough of one of the unreleased singles from my new band's album, okay? Now this one is pretty interesting because even though it's slower than the other one was 172 BPMs and this one is 164 BPMs, but it's not easier to play because the right hand is so fucking busy all the time, and that even makes me need to change my fulcrum from thumb to index and middle finger. And I know that you have been asking about this a lot. This is just something that I do in order to improve my endurance because I often feel really tired when I play with this fulcrum for too long. So while I keep playing, I just change the fulcrum and nothing else happens, so it's nothing weird. It's not a secret technique, no nothing. It's just something that I do in order to not get tired while using this grip, okay? And also I've been training myself in order to be able to play every single technique with this grip, so it doesn't really change my way of playing, okay? And by the way, that's something that I would encourage you to do just in case you get tired too. So what you are going to realize here is that the bass drum pattern is constantly going all over the song, but there are really challenging parts that you have to play on the bells. And by the way, I'm using a Manuel Bison's 22 extra hammered ride, a really heavy and loud ride, and even though you cannot see it, I'm using moon gel on it because it's really fucking loud, but it's definitely worth it and it cuts throughout the mix like a knife in butter. So as I was saying, probably the most challenging things about this song are just the ride patterns while the bass drum is still kicking all over the song. The fills are all practically the same because I'm using just a 3-piece kit. I didn't record the album with a 3-piece kit, I use a whole kit, but in order to make these recordings easier, I just brought this kit, nothing else. So it may sound similar even though it's not, okay? And of course, there's also something really interesting happening here. Even though this is power metal and the dynamics on my kit and my playing are always here, there are actually a lot of crashes and a lot of hits with my crashes, so the dynamics on the crash cymbals are pretty medium to low. There are so much hits that you cannot afford to hit him loud because the whole song would be a mess. So I also want you to realize how all the dynamics are loud, but the crashes have to be kept almost quiet. In fact, some of the hits you will not be able to hear it if you are not wearing headphones, which of course I highly recommend. And the last thing I'm going to say before showing you the video is that this was a pain in the ass because of the shoulder movement that you have to do in order to keep playing the right pattern and hitting the snare and also hitting the fucking crash cymbal that makes you go nuts. And fun fact, while I was recording this album, I seriously developed a shoulder injury because of these fucking movements that right now I can control and I can play without hurting myself, but back in the day, of course, I was not able to do it. So without any further explanations, let's hear how this song sounds. This is called Vientos de Guerra, which would be roughly translated as War Winds. I hope you enjoy it. Let's do it.
A ver. Ya. Ya.
So that was the song, and I'm pretty sure that you have noticed everything that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. There are a lot of fucking hard to play right patterns, a lot of crashes that have to be kept low, and of course the fucking movements on your shoulders make you go nuts. And just in order to make that more difficult, you must keep playing the fucking bass drum all over the song, or almost all over the song. Anyway, I really like this song. This is one of my favorites because the bass drum lines are exactly the same than the guitar lines, and it really packs a punch, and that's something you can really feel when you are playing and rehearsing with the band and you are locked with the bass player and with the guitar player, in this case Nico and Jero. I fucking love you guys. So this was the video. If you liked it, please don't forget to comment your thoughts, and of course let me know if you want to see more original content, because I've got more videos left that are really challenging songs as well. As always, chop that like, check out the description for the link to my Patreon where I'm giving all the drum lessons, and of course, as always, it's been my pleasure being here playing for all of you. I appreciate your support, and see you all soon on the next videos, buddies. Take care.